live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
On to the real.
Yeah, this, y'all, I'm excited.
Tamara Moore.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is excited. I'm excited. This one, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tamara is a former WNBA player.
Mm-hmm.
And she is now the first female head coach for a men's basketball college program.
Yes.
Listen. So it's Mesabi Range College in Virginia, Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, did you say Virginia, Minnesota?
Virginia, Minnesota.
Wow. Okay.
That is the name of the city, Virginia. Yep, Virginia, Minnesota. Yep. And they said, she started north. Oh, so she's from that area.
The Twin City, like.
Yep, she's from Minnesota, okay. Minneapolis. She became the first female to play in the boys' inner city all-star game back in high school. So she's breaking barriers anyway. Just like, yeah. Yeah, she played for Wisconsin in college, breaking records there.
Yeah.
And then she went on to play for, it says 7 different teams in the WNBA.
Okay. Did she play for the Mystics?
Did she play for the Mystics? I don't know. She played for the Lynx. I know that.
Okay.
I know she played for the Lynx.
I know how
you are. Listen, I ain't said nothing about the Dream at all, but there you go. Did she play for the Mystics? Oh my gosh. And then she went on to play overseas for a while. She actually became the owner of a team there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A semi-pro team there. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So she was a coach overseas, a men's basketball coach overseas. Okay. So I think now she said they won a championship her second year. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
She was the coach of the season, the coach of the year that season.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, so this job, so her goal is to eventually become a head coach for a D1 college team.
I was going to ask, that would be cool for a men's D1 college team.
What? A Division I men's college team.
Yeah,
I don't think she care about it being. I don't even think she got her radar on. She could easily coach for a women's team. I think. So, no, I think she's looking to coach D1 men's basketball as a head coach.
That would be dope to see.
Yes,
and if I'm not mistaken, she'd be the first, right?
Yeah. No, it has to be. I haven't heard. I'm pretty sure we would have spotlighted and said something about something. Yeah, and if they're out there and you know about them, please let us know, because I don't know of any. And it's crazy because it's so the opposite for women's basketball.
Right. So many men.
It's no big deal. I mean, Gino RM is the godfather of women's basketball.
Right.
So, yeah. But so good look for her.
Yeah.
So excited for this opportunity. I hope that she take them as far as they can go.
Right. Shout out to you, Tamara. Like, 'cause that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? I love to see like these barriers being broken down, like with Becky Hammond and her being an assistant coach, her actually coaching the summer league team, being the head coach of the summer league team, coaching them to a championship. Like, that was huge. Like, so some of these walls being broken down. It's beautiful.
Absolutely. Yes. I love it. I was just reading. I'm sorry. This is so cool. So how she got this job was she was coaching a girls' high school basketball team. Mm-hmm. One of her players was being recruited by Mesabi for volleyball.
Okay.
And when the coach the coach of the volleyball team was researching and figured out who she was. That she used to play at North, which is the high school that she went to in the area. And they went out and she said she went to the counselor. Said she proceeded to tell me that she had been my guidance counselor at North.
Oh, wow.
And she was one of my favorite teachers. She always wanted to make something of ourselves. So she was the one that made the connection to get her the job. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I love it.
And that's a nugget to all of you who watching. Like, you never know how you impact someone so much so that they will be the link to you reaching whatever height it is in the future. So that's why it pays to always treat everyone with respect, because you never know who's watching and you never know who you'll impact.
That's right. So shout out to you, ma'am. Awesome. You know, it's kind of crazy right now, but when you get a chance to do your thing next year, I'm gonna definitely have to keep an eye out, see what's going on, because that's really cool. Love it. Love it. Yeah, love it. Okay.
All right. Feel good final thought.
Listen.
Now, when I tell you,
did you go look?
I did. When I tell you, it was a problem pronouncing his last name. I think I might have asked you like 5 or 6 times. Now, how
can you spell that again? Spell that again. Spell it. Spell it.
Put it in the sentence.
I didn't get that. Yes.
But
yes.
Morgan Kachenmeister.
Kachenmeister. Yes.
So one of the things that I saw about her, so she is a fitness and she's a fitness and
model.
She's a fitness model, excuse me, and a social media influencer.
Foodie. She's a foodie.
And a food influencer.
Yeah.
And the first thing I saw was her throwing footballs in her backyard. And I was like, wait, what? And the way she was getting them off, like, she was really doing it.
Listen. That ain't no joke right there. Like, she's not throwing that ball like I hate to say it. She's not throwing the ball like a girl.
No.
She's throwing that ball.
She getting it out there. I wish we could share it with you. Actually, we'll
right. Okay, don't you say it if you're going don't say it if you're gonna do it. Listen.
Let me not make no more promises. But if you can go to Morgan Kachenmeister's page, you'll see the video of her throwing the football. And it's amazing to watch because she's throwing it like, you know.
Like she playing for the Redskins.
Yeah. I was about to say the Falcons. Oh, you want to protect Matty Ice?
Hey, listen. I don't know if she's throwing it like Matty Ice yet, but but no, it was really cool. So yeah, it's made her a viral sensation.
Yeah. Even
though she was already a social influencer, like I don't think that people knew. First of all, she's just a sports person anyway. Right. She played tennis, softball, volleyball. Yeah. And now she can throw a football. People can see she can throw a football. Like, yeah. You know what I think is gonna happen? This league that Cynthia Deck is gonna be a part. Watch they reach out to her.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I've seen that video. Yeah.
They gonna reach out to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to figure out how to say her name much more often. Yeah. She's gonna be playing
Morgan
football.
Kachenmeister.
She's gonna probably be playing football if she wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, oh, you want to be our quarterback, baby? Like, yeah. So, all right, y'all. We're at the end.
We at the end.
But we got our picks. I forgot.
Yeah. We have our show/movie picks.
Yeah. For y'all. And forgot.
Stephanie, what you got?
So, okay, so y'all know me. I'm all over the place, right? We had this discussion last week, so don't be surprised. But my first pick is a movie that I watched. It was a Lifetime movie. It's a biographical kind of biopic of pretty much the first female family of gospel music. That's the Clarke sisters.
Yeah.
If you don't know about them, go read. Please go listen because they are.
I'm about to say, if you got Apple Music,
listen.
Yeah.
These sisters are blessed from their toes all the way up. Okay, with the way that they sing, and so they did this biopic, and it was the Clarke sisters, on Lifetime. So if you've got Lifetime, you got a way to watch this movie, please go. It was so good.
Yeah.
The story is just amazing. Yeah, it was just good. It was just good. So that's my first pick.
Check that out.
Yeah,
I saw people joking about it, like in memes and stuff like that. Or
because it just because it's a gospel family doesn't mean there aren't issues. So you really get to see like that whole dynamic, everything. Like it is woo. So that's one, and then 2 would be this show. I found another car show, y'all.
I was about to say
on Netflix. It's called Rust Valley Restores, and this is remember the one I shared last week was. I like it because I like I like some of the stuff they do to the cars, but I like the whole premise of how the business model that they use. And it's just so interesting, the trading and all that kind of stuff. Well, this is somebody, poor baby, heart is bigger than his ability to be a businessman, let's just say. And I love every moment of it. But the cars, they restore these cars to factory perfection. So a little different than the other show because they do their own little spin, make things a little crazy. This one, they are cranking out. When they crank out a car, first of all, he has probably about 500 cars on his lot, just that he's purchased over a period of about 20, 30 years. Wow. So they just that are just sitting on this land that he owns. And so they'll just go pick one of those cars, and it'll be half the car will be missing. And they will go through some other cars because there's so many on the lot and put together. And that thing will be gorgeous when they finish. Gorgeous. Now, just know this Lord, he's so sweet, but he looks so gross. They talk about him all the time. His son, his friends, they like, you don't know how to bathe. None of that. So just know. There's nothing appealing to see other than the cars, okay?
Yeah.
But it's a great show. If you're really into like old schools and you really appreciate when somebody can it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And that's Rust Valley Restore.
Rust Valley Restores. Yes.
All right. Now, don't judge me, you guys. Both of my shows are about drugs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So wait, what?
I grew up during the crack era, and I'm intrigued by the government's involvement in pumping crack into our communities. And so a few years ago when John Singleton came up with the story, that's loosely, and he probably wouldn't admit it, but it's loosely based on the life of Freeway Rick Ross. The real Rick Ross, not the rapper.
Not the rapper, right.
The real Rick Ross.
Right.
The show Snowfall, which is the 4th season, is set to come out sometime in the next few months. Probably delayed because of COVID. But the first 3 seasons of this show are powerful. To see the imagery of the depths that our country will go to fight for democracy is just amazing. And it's a very well written show. Throughout it, like it's hard to pick a villain, It's hard to, everybody it humanizes
the drug
dealer. You understand his logic, his rationale. And so it's a really good show. If you have Hulu, all 3 seasons are on Hulu right now. The 4th season should be coming out in the next few months, hopefully. Because it keeps saying coming in 2020, but we know that COVID kind of has everything kind of backed up.
Right.
And my next show is a classic, and I feel like it is the most well-written show ever. It's the best television show ever. And it's The Wire.
Oh, yeah.
The Wire is 5 seasons long, roughly about 12 to 13 episodes per season, with the 5th and final season only being 10 episodes. It is the best. It's the best show that I've ever seen on television.
Wow, that says a lot.
Yeah. It's layered. It doesn't go for the cheap thrill and the quick look. Like if you watch the show, all of the themes connect. You'll see that the characters connect to each other in very similar ways, whether they're on the end of the drug dealer or the end of the politician or the end of the police officer. Like all of their stories connect. And, they make sense in a way that I feel like should open the eyes of anybody who watches the show. So Snowfall and The Wire.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Man.
Now, we had a very special announcement today.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're going to have to wait to give it to you. So I don't mean to tease it. Like, it's almost one of those things where, huh?
I said, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. It's one of those things where, like, someone says, I need to talk to you about something. And then they wait till later to talk to you about it.
Right. You thinking the whole time, like, what is it they need to talk about? What's up? What's going on? Yeah. Hate it.
But we got some really big news. We would love to share it with you now, but we're not going to. So
yeah, not yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
we need another person on when we do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna make that happen. Hopefully,
we're gonna wait for that person. And you'll just have to wait until next week to hear about it. So come on back.
That's all right.
Listen to us next week.
That's right.
In your interim, if you are quarantining like you're supposed to be, go ahead through, check out some of those other podcasts that you may have missed.
That's right.
Our new IG account is Field the Number 2, The Real Podcast. Our Twitter is the same thing, at Field the Number 2, The Real Podcast. You can search us and find our YouTube page, Field to the Real, and you can send us an email, Field the Number 2, The Real Podcast @gmail.com. So those are plenty of ways to get in touch with us.
We here.
Use one of them.
We here. Right. We here.
Use one of them to interact with us. As always, every Friday at 4:00 we drop a new episode of the podcast. You will see it visually at noon on Mondays, leading all the way up to the next Thursday. So we appreciate you guys listening.
Yeah.
Peace.
Put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.